So, I am hopefully going to be able to finish the game. I think there's 2 main quests left. And that's it. Pretty sure I did all of the side quests that I needed to do to get all the trophies. I'm gonna double check to make sure of that before I do the next mission, because you have to do it before this mission. But pretty sure I got them all. And yeah, see what happens. But yeah, it's been a long road. 60. I think last night I checked, it was like 62 hours played so far. So yeah, I'm loving the game. To be, it's really one of the best open world games I've ever played. So yeah, it'll be cool to finally get it done. Alright, now I'm just gonna to make sure all the quests I needed to do are done. Okay, first one is Trader's Bounty. There it is. Queen's Gambit, which I know I did last night. There it is. Sun and Shadow. There it is. Honor the Fallen. There it is. A Moment's Peace. There it is. Sunstone Rock. I know I did that. There it is. A Daughter's Vengeance. Where is that? There it is. Hunting for the Lodge. Oh, that might be Errant. Yep, there it is. Hunter's Blind. Why am I not seeing it? Well, there's Deadliest Game, and where's Red Maw? Because those are the 2. Maybe those are actual side quests. So I'm looking for Hunter's Blind and Red Maw. Okay, there's Red Maw. Hunter's Blind. Alright, so now I can just do the final mission. Well, this isn't the final one, I don't think. But I can at least do the next main quest, which is support.
Every time I have a quiet moment, I wind up thinking about my cup.
Okay. Point.
That's what I said. The Oseram gods blaming the shadows for their mistakes.
Just see if I have to sell anything. Yeah, I'm actually running low on blaze. I got plenty of money though, so.
I can always use these. Yeah, I've seen better.
Lucky that Nora was there to protect the Sun King. What on earth were the Vanguard doing?
Arrested two for disorderly conduct last night. You don't want to know what they were doing.
Bring sun to a dark day.
Don't look to me for help. My duty is to guard. I don't get involved in politics.
Always. Machines or bandits try to get past me, I'll have a fight.
Why is that gate there? Oh.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blameless Murad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Where's Aaron? I haven't seen him in a while.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
You'll always be welcome in Cardiff.
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Olin. Yeah, so they're giving me his apartment.
If the army makes it into Meridian, we're doomed.
Okay, where do I want to go first? Rest before the... No, I'm not going to do that yet. I'd rather go check out the... You know what, I've never even been up to the spire because the gate over here was closed. And I didn't try going from this direction, but the gate over there was closed, so I assumed it would be closed over here as well. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to going up there.
Let's have a chat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
A colorful...
I got all the
you're
collectibles
back.
so I can
Did you bring me something lovely?
trade them all in now.
Ah. Till we meet again. A moment of your time out.
Damn it. Fuck. So fucking annoying. my, there it is. Oh, huh.
Lander?
They're about to attack.
Won't cost you a shark.
Can't get in here, right? They'd never make it.
Damn it.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Yeah, I still need that, Shadow Rattler. That's the only
The army can't get in here.
Look at these wares.
weapon I don't have. 'Cause, yeah, you need rabbit skin. I don't have that. Fuck, dude. Why would you...
I've got all the best goods here.
Rabbit skin.
Fine goods for a fair price.
Can't get the waiters late.
I feel wrung out in this heat.
Stopping when you're in the thick of it. Take a look at the... Only the finest people.
Have you just polished that armor, was it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
What?
Yeah, look
Nothing.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny. Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Aloy,
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vinasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid. Alita.
Oh, look who it is.
I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If a Thrall were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this. To help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Alita. Be safe.
So yeah, that was... she's from a side mission that I didn't stream, unfortunately. One of the many side missions that I decided not to stream that ended up being interesting as hell. Including that one with that guy Uthid I was just talking to. There's another one that was a good side quest and I didn't stream it. But yeah, like I met her father over here, right? And he said his daughter was missing. Well, I tracked her over to this island. Now, what was going on was she grew up with a guy that ended up becoming a part of the Shadow Karja, and he was stationed over here on Keshel's Perch, which like earlier in the game when I first started, like, and I was like searching around this area, like on these cliffs, because I couldn't make it up to the top right there to the plateau, and I like went all the way around here, before I finally found a campfire over here. So it was kind of a pain. But like I discovered this area and like went up to it, and the guards were like ready to attack. I wasn't sure why, but I think it's because of the side quests. But like yeah, so there was a guy stationed over here from the Shadow Karja that was making signals to meet that girl over here. The problem was is that's treason to them. Like you're not supposed to meet with Shadow Karja if you're just like a regular Karja. But they were meeting on this island. And you know, like I found her over here, like she was kind of cornered by a snap maw because she couldn't fight it. So I killed that, but then like she sent me over here to see where he was because he didn't show up apparently after setting the signal fire. Well, he was getting tortured in there, and like he ended up dying when I caught up to him and like talked to him and stuff. But so yeah, that's what she was talking about with the Thrall. And then, you know, I brought her back home to her father, and now she's willing to help. But that was, like, yeah, another one of the cooler side quests, I thought. But, and then this guy, I think he's from that town. Another side quest, which I didn't stream.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No. I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
Yeah, she was from that town, Up here, another side quest that I decided not to stream. I streamed all the boring side quests, but not the interesting ones. But yeah, up here, there's basically all the bots in the area, the machines in the area, were docile. Like, they weren't attacking anyone. That's what she was talking about, them being asleep. Because they were just cool with people being around them, and they're all just hanging around. But, like, some Osaram people that, like, I was trying to track down there, they found the device that was causing it, and they were going to steal it to turn it to scrap, but they ended up damaging it, and I think it's, like, right up there. And it, like, deactivated, and, because they damaged it, and, like, then when you get back down to the village, the machines are attacking the people, and you save them, basically. But yeah, that was like another interesting side quest that I didn't stream. All the best ones are the ones I didn't stream, pretty much.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Lucid?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
There's gotta be more people.
What?
Cheerful.
Oh, here's this
Nakoa,
kid.
you came to fight.
How could I not?
Oh.
During the Red Raid, there was only one Karja butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home. It'll be good to see Jan again.
Cool.
I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end.
I think that side quest I actually did stream, but yeah, that's cool that they're gonna open the Nora lands or whatever. Figured they would.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion? Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
That's a nice spear, Lucid.
Him?
Thank you.
From the Battle of the Dawn?
I like the way you grip it.
Cinnabar saying
Enough, woman. Never know survivors.
She's constantly trolling that guy.
Oh, son, keep the shadow from falling upon me.
Petra!
Here she is.
I
the
didn't
guest
finish
of
her
honor.
side quest, though.
I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent, then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges. So I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it, then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did. It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow. Range is good. Try the next. See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
Didn't it say to hold L2 and R2 at the same time? Oh, I see. It, like, kind of sucks it in. Yeah, I like this gun from the, like, I don't know if I streamed that side quest, but, like, yeah, I really like it. This is the best, like, weapon pickup that you can get. But I didn't finish her side quest. Like, I did part of it. Like, there's still more of her side quest to do. Wait, is it not open anymore? Oh, yeah, here it is. See? Yeah, see, like, I didn't completely finish her quest line, but, like, that wasn't one of the requirements, so I'm surprised to see her here. But
you know that I appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again, I know it. Next time could be the time I'll convince you to stick with the free heat.
Petra, you know
I do. Always had a weakness for restless girls, though.
Alright. I think that's all the people over here. At least. And then here's the old buddy.
Aloy. I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry. I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
We definitely can. I want to see what's in that supply crate.
Machines and bandits try to get past me. They'll have a fight. Mark my words.
But it said I got another Sobek term, which are... Where are they? Oh, here. I think I read the first one. Yeah. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Gaia Prime, she's talking about. Months since have been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and the master override. You're welcome, Ted. Which was completed by 04:30. So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep here before heading back to ZD. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update her on the site plan, but the truth is I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday, so terrestrial life's chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? I just keep wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches its destination so many decades from now. And I worry about that alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no fail-safes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What's to stop them from playing God? Forwarded the Odyssey message to the Alphas. Naoto replied in less than a minute with a poem, of course. The Building of the Ship by Longfellow. It's long, alright. I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be about launching a ship rather than building one. This stanza, or couplet or whatever, leapt out at me. Humanity, with all its fears, with all its hopes of future years, is hanging breathless on thy fate. Yeah, Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, I should get back to ZD. Guess I should stop by Naoto's lab and check Demeter's progress too. If I can get out there without a volume of Tennyson pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time. Okay. Travis, Halloween. Travis came by trick-or-treating dressed up like me. Should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out, but not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for Zero Dawn staff. Seriously, as though there isn't enough horror in the world already. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to Gaia Prime, for final inspections with Harris and the President's delegation. Ted was here too, and he was not looking good, kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look at me in the face without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to Thebes. Gag. Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Hera's stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase, as though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't a clue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European and West African civ brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing up the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstitute the rainforest, and it comes to this. And advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar seawall. The noose is tightening. Projections show that we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus or minus 10 days. Not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing. I need to get back to Zero Dawn. Is that her last journal? That can't be her last journal. Oh yeah, there's more, but they're before the other ones? It's a little strange. Alright, whatever. Okay, so now... Oh, cool, now I get to go up to the spire. I'm real interested to see this thing, because I haven't been up there yet. Wait, is that one? Oh yeah, of course it is. Oh, I just got another one. What the hell? Wait, that's the one I just read.
I'm locked out of cook.
Yeah, I tried going through here before and this gate was closed. It wouldn't let me through. Oh, wait a second. This isn't the way. Oh. Was that why that gate was closed? Because this was where that one of the side mission was. One of them. I don't think I streamed that, but this dude, he asked me to go, you know, recover his family because there were robots that came in here and killed most of his family, but one survived. Then yeah, it turns out that he planted a lure in the barn and to draw in a bunch of robots to kill his family so he could inherit it, the estate. But she survived, and we found out the truth of what he did. And well, I wanted to kill him, but luckily a glint hawk swooped in and killed him for me. Friggin' asshole. But yeah, that's where that was. So maybe that's why that gate was blocked, not because they were trying to block off the spire. Because I wanted to come here, but I assumed I couldn't because that gate was closed. I thought that was the way up here. Oh, look who it is.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Lead the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
When you need me, I'll follow your lead.
I was gonna say, I want the biggest machine. And you know what? I'm hoping... Oh shit. I don't know if you can fall over there, but... What I'm hoping is that... Oh, there's not one down here. Well, you can't see it at least, but I know there is one down there. Is one of these come back to life, and we have to fight that. That would be pretty awesome. Where's the other one? Yeah, there's definitely one over there, but you just can't see it because it's off the map, but... Yeah, you know what I mean, like those big... I think they're called Titans. But... I think that would be pretty cool if they somehow bring one of those back to life and we have to fight it.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Alright. Oh.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Huh. So you can't actually go into the spire, it's just like kind of sitting there. So it's just like an antenna? See, I always thought it was like... Because it looks big from the surrounding area. Well, I mean, it's definitely tall, but I mean, like, I thought it was like a skyscraper, like some of the ones that you see in, some of the ruined cities. Like, over... Where is it? Over here. There's one, I don't know which one it is. It's hard to tell from down here. But there's one, like, super tall building. And it's like, I expected it to be something like that. I think it's that, maybe? That one? Yeah, because there was a vantage point in it. So that's what I was kind of expecting it to be. But it's really just like a spire. That's it. Thought it was bigger.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys dressed like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
Let's not get cocky, boys. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
Wait a sec, did I miss one? No. Such a close thing. It's been, what, 43 hours since Hera's warned me? Said collapse of the eastern line was imminent. Swarms launching some kind of pincer maneuver versus the Wichita salient. 5 or 6 days more, and I think Gaia could have launched without our help. I really do. We had to scramble. Zero Dawn became a madhouse, absolute bedlam. Every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down as Gammas got evacuated, then Betas. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the Alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up, but they already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still tests to run, kinks to smooth, work to do. So they accepted it. No Elysium for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here, testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I got back to my office. So here we are, setting up Gaia Prime, and yeah, such a close thing. Makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on a coincidence. If I'd never proposed the Light Keeper protocol, there would never have been living spaces constructed here. If I'd abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems never would have been installed. If. At least we won't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. The genetic material was never processed out of the cradle sites, so it's not even possible, for which I'm glad. I really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Travis Tate raised by Travis Tate. Yeah. No, it'll be up to us to perfect Gaia. 1 generation only. Update. That was General Hera's. The salient has collapsed. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down and seal up. Buried alive, for life's sake. I'll go to tell the others. Okay. shit. That might be too high. I'll survive it with this, though. Oh, no, maybe not. Come on, that doesn't even look that high. Man, I hate how this game... You can survive so many, like, other things, but jump from a little bit too high and you die. Like, come on. It's like, I thought Uncharted was bad with that. Like, you can't really jump from that high.
is alive and well in Meridian.
There's nothing.
The Carja and Shadow have been proven baseless traitors.
Oh, it didn't change the suit? I thought it did, though. Like, it did put the check mark. For some reason, it wasn't changed when I hit the ground. I guess. I'm not actually going to use this thing, though. Huh. I feel like I should use this one, but equip it with the best melee and ranged and resistance that I have. Well, that one looks better. Damn it. Or maybe not. Maybe we should just... Yeah, that should be a good one. Because I can just take the potions for the
Don't
other...
pass up these goods. Don't cost you a short.
Would you like to buy something today?
Had to take over my brother's shift today. Sure as the sun's rising, he's off courting that no.
Alright, I'm gonna go get a drink. Be right back. Sorry, I also had to feed my dog and take a piss, so... Alright. Here we go.
Gather bows and spears. Don't let them take the city without a fight. The battle is about to start.
Get them to safety as soon as you
Watch,
can.
hide.
Another attack on the city? What did we do to
Well, yeah,
deserve
there's the other collectibles that I didn't trade in.
Yes. Yes, trade.
Shut up. Yeah, I already traded those in, alright.
I will leave you to the hunt. What do my tired...
I don't need modification boxes. Especially not ones with crappy mod.
A hunter, surely. Come, talk to me a moment.
Back from the You ready? Come on back if you find any. You there?
Yeah, so that one's pretty good.
Outlander? Do you...
And actually, I might need it. Yep. As if my rope caster
Have
was
relics
already
to
good
trade?
enough.
Find goods for a fair price.
Oh yeah, I don't need
Gotta
it.
keep the charcoal burning.
Where's the Oh wait, no, I don't need that. Wait, so what were there for collectibles again? Vantage points. I don't know if I traded all those in yet. I did these three though. Where do I trade in vantage points? Is that something I even trade in? Oh, I guess not. Yeah. I do not. So, well.
Boland's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
No. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's still side quests to do, but you know, I don't see why I would have to do them before this. No way back. Whatever.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you, Rost, after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Oh, that's... Oh, good, I got the trophy. But that's a main quest? Okay, so I thought there would be one after battle.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Okay, so this is the last quest then.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Whoa!
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says! Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Yeah, those are good ass guns.
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
No, he won't.
You have vexed me long enough.
Could have fought me in the Sun Ring then.
Can't afford any more losses. Why do you fight? The end is inevitable. You will
What the hell is hitting?
The shadow will go. Accept it. Accept your weakness.
Blocked again. He's quick. Bridge can't take much more of this. It's giving way!
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
I am chosen. You came from nothing. You will die on nothing.
I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
chosen. Hades only chose you because you're a fool. A sadistic butcher too stupid to see you were being used. Your whole life was a failure. And soon, no one will even remember you. Turn your face to the sun and think about that!
Damn, he got some good ass mods. Yeah, well, won't let me fucking search him.
What?
Still one of them alive?
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Hold on, my dog is going nuts. I gotta go help her with something. Alright, I'm back.
Should have brought a cart. Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon! On the platform!
Gotta get to another platform.
Oh, me! On the west! From the south! Lower your arms, but be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Raise arms again! West!
I just took a full health potion. The fuck?
No signs. A lull in the attack. Lower your arms, but be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare. And
raise arms
done.
again! West!
It's taking a shot at me!
Pick the fucking thing up! Jesus! Oh my god! Pick it up! What the hell?
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Dad?
By all, Mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
Face their true son, Shadow Demon.
This is where I belong, Aloy. But the spire calls for you. I think I almost missed this. But where you must go now, I can't follow.
Oh, it's Mill.
Take the fight to the spire.
All this destruction can
Meridian
almost
will
make
hold.
you feel inadequate.
My marks of honor mean nothing.
Goodbye, Platypouch.
I will answer your challenge. No Banuk turns away from a challenge.
Rest now, Ice Hunter. Can't be too prepared.
It's begun.
Uh-oh.
Hades is transmitting.
Uh-oh. What?
If Hades has started the signal, it must have gotten through the defenses. The Nora. Baron's vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
What the fuck?
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
Aloy!
Take them out first!
Was the last!
Time enough to beat the machines back.
Execute.
That metal monstrosity's going for you.
Okay, here it comes.
If we must hide!
I just set him on fire by accident.
The time I've got left. I can do this.
Watch it, Aloy! More machines!
All of you, focus on the new machines!
Prioritize entity.
Oh, taking notice of me, huh? This one's persistent!
We'll get it off you!
Nice shooting!
We'll see this through, Aloy!
god! I'm so sick of doing that by accident.
My way's clear.
The Deathbringer falls. The battle is ours.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
The hell?
Master override armed. To activate state name and rank.
Elizabeth Silva. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV, so the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
That was awesome. I still can't believe how good this game was. And it's like, I'm a huge fan of Guerrilla Games. I love Killzone. I've always thought highly of them, but yeah, John Gonzalez. Hiring him was such a smart move, because I think that was one thing that they kind of lacked before. Like, they didn't have the greatest story writing. Like, the plots they would come up with were awesome in Killzone, I thought, but it's just like the way the stories would progress weren't always the greatest. Like, I mean, Killzone 2 definitely had a good story. Killzone 3 did. I had a decent one, and Shadowfall had a good one, but this story was way better, and as a whole, much better. Like, this is the best game Guerrilla's made, for sure. And I mean, really, it's one of the best open world games ever, I think, without a doubt. I mean, I put this up there with Zelda Ocarina of Time, if you can even count that as open world, and Assassin's Creed 2, which is has always been my favorite open world game. But yeah, amazing game. I really hope they do some, like, DLC expansions. And, like, everyone keeps talking about turning this into a franchise. Like, I've heard people call this Sony's next Uncharted. I don't get that, because to me this is a very self-contained story. Like, where do you go from here story-wise? Like, and how could it ever be as interesting as this one was? Because, you know, you set up the premise, and the amazing part about this game is learning exactly the reason why the old ones are no more, why their cities fell, why there are robot dinosaurs and other robot animals around. And, like, that was what was so cool about this game's story, is finding out all that, the answers to all those questions. How do they make a sequel that is anywhere near as intriguing and compelling as this? I have no idea. I mean, I'm not a writer like of any sort. I'm not that type of creative person, but it is such a challenge that I can't imagine anyone overcoming it. It's like, how do you... Because now, like, the cat's out of the bag now with this game, with this, with Horizon, you know, like, we know what happened. We know why things are the way they are, and then we assume, pretty much solved all the problems they were having, basically. I mean, sure, the machines will still be around, but at least they won't be rampantly attacking people like they were. And also, she's pretty much taking care of Eclipse and the Fanatics. Hopefully they'll be able to, you know, reunite the Shadow Carja, especially since she took away their king and they're kind of going to be in chaos now, which was that side mission. But, yeah, it's like, how do you make a game? Like, an expansion, I can see that. I mean, I'm sure they can count the expansion as compelling of a story or premise as a full game, but like a full-on sequel, like people keep thinking this is going to turn into a franchise. I just don't. I mean, I'm sure they could do it. I'm just not fully convinced that they can make it anywhere near compelling as this game. Sure, they could make the gameplay better. They could improve a million different things. But to me, without the compelling nature of the story here, it just will never be as good to me. Like, to me, with the reason why this game is so good, I mean, it's a combination of everything, but like there are a lot of games that are good on every element, like good gameplay, awesome like RPG elements and progression, awesome graphics, and even awesome stories. What sets this apart is how totally compelling the story was, and the plot itself. You can tell great stories in Horizon 2 and stuff like that, but I just can't imagine it ever being as compelling as this, because like that's out of the bag. We already know why they're 1,000 years in the future, and after 1,000 years after an apocalypse, and they're robot dinosaurs. We already know all that. So I just can't imagine how they're gonna make something more compelling if there is a Horizon 2. Personally, I hope Guerrilla is smart and decides to just make another IP. They know how to make open world games now. I mean, as good as any. Like I said, best open world game. I'd say it's in the top 5 best open world games ever. And this is their first fucking time doing anything even remotely similar to that. Like Killzone, all they've ever done before this was linear first-person shooters. And they do an open world RPG and nail it. How have they done any better on this, honestly? It's funny, they venture into something they've never done before, or anything remotely like it. Not only do they succeed, but they make one of the best open world games ever. It's like I've said, I am a Guerrilla fanboy. I confess that. But this really isn't the fanboyism talking, because this is really, this isn't really even the type of game I like. I prefer linear games, period. Which is why I was not that hyped for this. I was when I first saw it, but I don't know, the past couple of months, I don't know, I just haven't been as hyped about gaming in general, just because, I don't know, The Last Guardian was so fucking good. I just felt none of the other games that are announced are really even going to be close to as amazing as that game was. But at the same, it kind of made me not excited for games I should be excited for, like this. So I wasn't really even that hyped. I wasn't even expecting that much from this game. It totally blew my expectations away, and I'm really happy with the game. Yeah, I want more of this type of thing. It's just I'm a little skeptical of sequels, just because it's how do you make as compelling of a narrative in this universe, in Horizon, as first game? I don't know, I'm thinking of ideas of what if, but it's the thing is, we already know what happens before, but what if you were put in the shoes of the actual Elizabeth Sobek while she's trying to prepare? But the thing is, she wasn't a warrior, she wasn't fighting the war. It was I was thinking that could be kind of intriguing, to actually fight against the machines when they get overrun. We know what happens, it's kind of pointless to do that. But it's like, I really can't think of anything to do, because, like, we know everything now. It's like, I mean, they could keep making these games, but I'm just worried that they won't be as intriguing. I'm sure they'll make more Horizon franchise, but a narrative that's ever again for the series at least. They could do a new IP, and I'm sure they could make something really interesting. But it's like hard because like they came up with such a good idea here. And it's like, how do you do that again and not be too similar to the previous one? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a roast. I really even imagine for me to. I just enjoy the shit out of it. Oh, special thanks, Hideo Kojima. That's pretty cool. I just enjoy the shit out of Journey. I enjoy the shit out of games that are not just your typical games and typical stories, but like much more intriguing than most. And like I especially find that a lot in sci-fi stories, but really other than that too, like there's all kinds of stuff. But to me, there's a real value in making a story, not just a good story, but one that maybe hasn't been heard before and has elements that bring it past the typical drama type story or action-oriented story that like really have something that, you know, intrigue or mystique, a mysterious element to the story. There's real value in that, I think, which is why I feel like this game was so fucking good. No, thank you, Gorilla, for making this fucking game so awesome. As soon as this is the end of the credits, I wonder what it'll be after the credits. I assume that they just give you the world before it was, you know, destroyed by those dickheads. But I wonder if there's any names there. I mean, I know Ashley Burke. I've heard of her. Lance Reddick, he's, I mean, he was in the last game I played, which was Quantum Break. Oh, John Gonzalez, the guy who wrote this thing, was the voice of Hades. That's pretty funny. I don't recognize any of these things, to be honest. I mean, for the most part, the I wonder if that Jules De Jong is related to the guy, one of the people, because I know there's somebody on the team that's named De Jong, but yeah, I don't recognize any of these names. But for the most part, the voice acting was awesome. I mean, maybe not the greatest, but it was good, you know. It's like it kind of, you almost don't even need the greatest voice acting when you have like such a awesome story. But yeah, still not recognizing any names. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see where they go from here. But it's like I know Sony's gonna want them to just keep making Horizon games, like just make more and more games on this, like cash in on the name. I don't want them to do that though. Like unless they come up with something really compelling, similar to how Naughty Dog was after The Last of Us. They said, you know, it's like we're not gonna make a sequel unless we come up with a really, really good idea, and that's why. Well, also because they had to make Uncharted 4, but and I'm actually skeptical about Uncharted. I mean, Last of Us 2. I'm not fully convinced that that's going to be the most interesting. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But I'm a little skeptical on it. And for the same reason, I'll be skeptical over Horizon 2. Like, I'm sure it'll be a fun game to play, but I just can't imagine it ever being as interesting as this. And to me, it's like so important for the story to be interesting. Like the story in this game made it that much more enjoyable and that much more interesting to me. I don't know how there are people out there that don't feel that way. Like it seems like I care more about the story than most people, but it's like I mean, I don't. How can you not? You know what I mean? Like this is like you're going through this game. It's just so much more enjoyable any video game, if you're into the narrative, if you want to see what happens, if you want to learn more of the mysteries of whatever story is being told, like if you just want to like go through it, like it's just so much more to play a game that compels you to do so through its story, not just gameplay. I mean, gameplay is I mean, let's be honest, there's been a million different games. Gameplay is something that exists in all of them. So it's like, really, how is it? I just don't see how it's that important that like I just don't see how people cannot value the story as much. Like, it seems like a lot of casual game players don't really care about the story as much. They're just all about, you know, playing the game and doing whatever. To me, that's just not, I don't know, that's not what gaming's about for me, at least. Like, I really oh yeah, music. I mean, I thought the soundtrack was very good, but really good. But like, yeah, like I was saying, like, how do you not care about the story? Like, because gameplay, like, there's so many games that have similar elements, like in it's, which is understandable. Like, you can't really complain about that. There's still, it's still fun to play. To me, the way that games can set themselves apart is by having a certain element that just goes beyond what other games do. It could be gameplay, it could be story, it could be music. I mean, like, not all games have to follow the same formula where it's gameplay first, everything else second. But, I mean, to be honest, between, like, if you compare a game that is considered, I don't know, I don't want to say mediocre, but like gameplay that you're used to, like, you know, not something that's way out and above the rest of the genre, like any shooter, take any shooter, and then compare that to Doom, which had much better gameplay. There's really not that much between them. Like, if you compare, like, say, Call of Duty gameplay, which is pretty much like a standard shooter gameplay, compare that to Doom, which is amazing gameplay, fantastic. They nailed it. There's really not that much in it. Like, there's not that much of a difference to merit all these people that say gameplay is the absolute most important. It has to have great gameplay, and it can't be like a lot of people smash walking simulators, but it's like, I just don't get that, because, like, for me, it's more important for a game to stand apart and just be awesome in its own way, rather than it trying to outdo the competition, which has done the same thing over and over again. Like, I think it's more important for a game to do something unique, interesting, entertaining, than it is for it to simply just be about gameplay every single time. And then same thing with story-based games. Like, it, you know, it's like, if you're gonna do stories, it has to be a great story. It has to be much better than most. And, like, some of them, that's not the case. So it's like, it's not like I'm just criticizing mainstream games like shooters and stuff, or third-person shooters, or just like anything like that. I'm also, like, just games in general. Like, I feel like they really should try to set themselves apart, do something very, very well, and like that's something that bothers me when people. I really think I mean, it's probably just fanboys anyways, but people will try to go out of their way to criticize a game, and be like, oh, the gameplay sucks, this and that, which is usually not true to begin with, but, like, people just love to point to that, like, because I feel like it's because that's the easiest thing to go to, usually, for a hater, and I mean, there are cases where the gameplay is not enjoyable, but typically, it's like, it's really not even that big of a deal. Like, as long as it has great gameplay, doesn't have to be amazing, doesn't have to be fucking completely perfect, but as long as it has serviceable gameplay, it's still enjoyable, but has something else that makes it special and much better than the rest of the games that come out each year, I think it's every bit as good as a game that has amazing gameplay, but then doesn't have some of the other elements that other games do well. I just think that as long as games do something better than the competition, like the other games that come out, then it's every bit as valuable as a game that nails the gameplay. So it's like, some people
are gameplay, gameplay, gameplay. They think it's all about gameplay. I just completely disagree. Like, I think it's all about having something that's great in it. To me, that's what makes a great game. I mean, you can't just have one thing. Well, I mean, you can't just be about gameplay every single time. It just gets boring. And to me, that's like a formula that shouldn't really. That's why like people shouldn't necessarily think the games have to follow a formula where gameplay comes first, and a lot of people do. I just disagree with that. Like, I think the first thing that should come is the game just do something very well. Doesn't matter what it is. As long as it does it well enough to where it makes the experience amazing and worthwhile, doesn't matter if the gameplay isn't all the way there. Like, say Journey, for example, which by no means has bad gameplay. It's just not the typical gameplay that people are used to. But what it does incredibly well is music and just the overall experience and the way it tells a story and the actual journey that you go on. I mean, it's called Journey, but like it's one of my favorite games ever. And like, I can imagine a lot of people, like especially casual gamers, will play it and just not get it. Like they're playing this, you know, at the start you're just kind of walking around and stuff, like through the desert and finding stuff. It's like some people might look at that like, well, what's the point of this? Like, they're just not getting it because they haven't played the whole game yet. I mean, plus the gameplay of Journey actually does pick up quite a bit. I think 4 levels in, where you do a lot of fun stuff, you do different stuff, and like just the whole thing is like, that's one of those games that where you really have to play the whole thing as a whole to really understand how good it is. Some people just don't get it though. Like, it's weird, but like that's a perfect example of games not having to be gameplay first, and like, you know, if by doing something else extremely well, it ends up being every bit as memorable and great as a game as, say, like The Last of Us or something like. I mean, I would say The Last of Us is best. That's a bad example. Is better. I would say Last of Us is better. But like, I don't know. There's a lot of games I could compare it to. Like Call of Duty. Like, you know, great gameplay. I actually really enjoy the Call of Duties, but I would say Journey's a better game. Some casual gamers might laugh at that, like, because it's like they just don't get it. Like, there's not. Games don't have to be about gameplay every single time. And I think that the important thing to do, which Horizon did do, bringing me back to what started me on this super long rant, is Horizon came up with something that made it. Oh, I'll shut up now. Oh. What the hell? Oh no.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Uh-oh. Okay. So now I kind of see what. But I still think it would be as interesting as this one was. Let's see. But like I said before the final battle, I was like saying they somehow manage to bring a Titan back to life, and I think that's what's going to happen in if they do a sequel. It would be very interesting. Actually, yeah, there's a lot of things they can do with those. Because they're huge, right? They're almost like... I assume they fly, right? Although those tentacles could be... They're just, you know, feet, I guess. But... Yeah, I'm interested to see because, like, there's all kinds of stuff that could go on. Like, you know, Aloy might have to get aboard one of them and fight her way through or do certain stuff or multiple ones of them. But, yeah, like, actually, it's pretty interesting. So I guess I'm down to play Horizon 2. See, this is what I mean, like, by me not being a writer and not really being able to imagine stuff. Like, I didn't think of that. Now that I see it, it makes perfect sense. As far as, like, making a compelling second game. Like I said, though, like, I still don't see how it could possibly be as compelling as this one, but it's still a story that I think everyone that played this one will want to experience if they do that. Go that route where, you know, that Silence brings the Titans back to life, and then we have to fight that threat. Actually, you know what else would be cool is, like, if maybe Aloy finds a way to do a mass override of the good robots that aren't corrupted, and they fight with you against the Titans and whatever, like Corruptors and Deathbringers and stuff. So there's definitely stuff they can do in Horizon 2. I guess we'll see if it's as good of a story as this one. But yeah, it's hard to beat this one, I'd say. Like, it's hard to like live up to the first one. We'll see. They'll try to do it, I'm sure. Damn it. Watch, that'll get my whole stream copyright broken. But yeah, let's see what this is. Congratulations on defeating Hades and protecting Gaia's dream of an Earth reborn. Just because you've completed Aloy's main story doesn't mean you finished the game. You are free to continue exploring and complete any unfinished quests and activities. The state of the world has been restored to just before the looming shadow prior to the final battle for Meridian. You keep all loot and experience from your successful playthrough. Thanks for playing. I wish they would do New Game Plus, to be honest. Because I'd love to play the game on very hard, but with everything I have, including the Shield Weaver suit. That, to me, would be a good way to do New Game Plus, is if I put it on very hard difficulty, but it doesn't seem like they have one, which is kind of a bummer, to be honest. But also, like they say that they bring it back to right before Looming Shadow. That means that the Norlands are going to be destroyed. I'd kind of rather they bring it back to put the world back in a state where the Norlands are still intact. But whatever. Ended War Machine reset, and here comes the Platinum. Where is it? There it is. Yes! Platinum. Platinum for days. Hell yeah. So I got the Platinum. Awesome. Oh wait, is there still a quest? Or is that just for the Looming Shadow? Yeah, that's just if you want to do the final quest again. But I still have all the side quests open, I think. Well, like, there's still a bunch that I can pick up, basically. Like, there's that one. There's 2 over there. Oh, there's another up here. That's interesting. Also, there's that one I didn't finish. Yeah. Hammer and Steel. But wow. I pretty much completed everything, right? Well, actually, yeah, there's still stuff I didn't complete. Like, I haven't bought everything. I haven't completely upgraded my carry capacity for everything, because for some reason they keep wanting me to get rat skin or rabbit bone and stuff like that. which is annoying. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the game. I guess I'll do a manual save. Yeah, actually that'll be interesting because then I can see how long it actually took me to beat the game. Oh, 60, almost 65 hours. Cool. But, yeah, the next game I'm gonna stream is probably gonna be The Evil Within. So that will be awesome. I've always wanted to play that game. I forget which game I played recently inspired me to finally get it. Maybe, I can't even remember. Something I played recently, but yeah, that's it. Wow, that's Horizon. As I said before, I absolutely loved it. One of the best
Look out below.
open world games ever. So yeah, Gorilla is awesome. As always, I can't wait to what they make next. I do hope they do, like, they don't stop making kill zones though. Actually, you know what I was saying, like, you know, especially since they made this open world RPG game and they did so well, I would love for them to make an open world RPG set in Vecta City from Killzone Shadowfall. Like, that is like the coolest looking city ever. It's fucking gigantic, and there's half of it is a Helghan side. So, like, they could absolutely make an open world RPG based there, and it would be fucking awesome. But I don't know if they'll do that, because, like, Horizon is quite a bit more successful than Killzone was, I gotta assume, as far as sales and stuff. So I don't think they'll do that. I would love it, though. I would be all over it. I think most people would, too. But I think Sony's more likely to back them making Horizon 2 than Killzone open world. And it would be kind of a weird change for the series because it's always been linear first-person shooter. But I just, like, I thought that the second I saw that city when they first announced the PS4, I thought it was, like, so fucking cool looking. And the game itself was awesome, looked beautiful. I actually still think that Killzone Shadowfall looks better than Horizon. Like, I've actually been playing Killzone recently, just playing multiplayer, but I also played some of the single player, which is quite a bit better than the multiplayer graphically. And, man, Killzone's quite a bit more detailed, more polished, and just prettier than Horizon. Horizon's got some, like, cool things that Killzone doesn't do, like, dynamic day and night cycles, weather. Plus, it's, obviously it's open world, so it's much bigger. But the detail level between the two and the prettiness, I would say, is definitely stacked in Killzone's favor. Because it's linear, it's just on a much smaller scale, so obviously they can really crank up the graphics. Also, with being first person, like, is another thing. Like, because, I mean, if this was first person and you saw things more closely, you'd realize that it's actually not anywhere near as detailed as Shadowfall is. Looks beautiful, obviously. Horizon looks amazing, but it's not the best looking game in the world. I would say it's probably the best looking open world game ever, though. Infamous Second Son is right there with it, but yeah, it's got to be the best. But as far as linear games, it's tough to beat. I mean, Uncharted's the king. Uncharted 4, and but I also would say Killzone Shadowfall looks better too, because I mean that came out day one for PS4, but it's always been pretty much the prettiest game on PS4 until Uncharted 4 came out. So yeah, but yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end the stream and peace out. Hopefully we'll start streaming a new game tomorrow, but peace out.